In this section, we'll take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Why does digitalization matter so much in human rights education today? How did we get here? And what challenges and opportunities lie ahead for educators like you? To answer these questions, we need to understand the larger changes happening in our world and how they affect our societies, our rights, and the way we teach and learn. Living between revolutions, a time of major change. We are living in a time of massive global change, a moment that sits at the intersection of two major transformations, the third and fourth industrial revolutions. The concept of these waves of change comes from futurist and writer Alvin Toffler, who in his book The Third Wave in 1980 explained how different eras in history shape the way societies are built and function. The first wave, the agricultural revolution. This started around 10,000 years ago when people moved from hunting and gathering to farming and settled communities. It led to the creation of early governments, social roles and economies. The second wave, the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century. Factories, mass production and machines changed everything. Cities grew, work became standardized, and governments and institutions became more centralized and powerful. The third wave, the Information Age. This wave began in the late 20th century with the rise of computers, the internet, and knowledge-based economies. Information, rather than land and machines, became the most valuable resource. Societies began shifting toward decentralization, flexibility, and digital communication. Then, around 2015, the world began to talk about the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth wave, the digital age and beyond. This current shift includes artificial intelligence, automation, robotics, biotechnology, blockchain, and the Internet of Things. It's not just about using new tools. It's about how these tools are transforming every part of our lives, how we work, learn, socialize, and make decisions. Why should human rights educators care? These changes aren't just happening in tech labs or boardrooms. They're happening in schools, communities, and even in our own homes. They affect the rights we have, the way we access them, and how we defend them. For example, digital platforms can be used to spread awareness about human rights, but also to spread misinformation. Data can help track human rights abuses, but it can also be used for mass surveillance or discrimination. Artificial intelligence can improve healthcare or education, but it can also reinforce bias if not developed responsibly. The core of this transformation is digitalization, the process of using digital technologies to change the way we live, work, and interact. Today, data is one of the most valuable resources. Whoever controls data can shape decisions, influence public opinion, and even affect policies. This is why it is so important that human rights educators understand these changes. As digitalization becomes more central to our societies, educators need to be ready to adapt how they teach human rights, equip young people with the skills to navigate digital risks and opportunities, challenge injustices that arise in digital spaces, and defend rights in a world increasingly shaped by technology and data.